The great white shark does not announce its presence. It does not roar, display, or intimidate through sound or movement. It exists as a contradiction to chaos, silent, precise, and perfectly adapted. Long before humans learned to sail, before mammals dominated the land, before trees reshaped the planet's atmosphere, the ancestors of the great white shark were already ruling the seas. Its story is not one of aggression, but of survival refined over hundreds of millions of years. Evolution did not rush the great white shark. It sculpted it slowly, removing inefficiencies, sharpening instincts, and refining its body into a living weapon that requires no conscious thought to function. Every movement, every turn, every sudden burst of speed is a result of neural pathways older than most vertebrate lineages. The shark does not need to learn how to hunt, it is born knowing. Physically, the great white shark is a masterpiece of biological engineering. Its torpedo-shaped body reduces drag, allowing it to glide through water with minimal effort. Its skin, covered in microscopic dermal denticles, does not feel smooth like that of a dolphin, but textured, designed to reduce turbulence and enhance speed. Water flows over its body in a way that increases efficiency, not resistance. Nothing about its form is decorative. Everything serves a purpose. Its teeth, often misunderstood as symbols of brutality, are tools of necessity. Serrated, triangular, and replaceable, they are designed not for chewing, but for precision cuts. A single bite from a great white shark is not meant to consume, it is meant to test. The shark relies on information more than destruction. One bite delivers data, fat content, muscle density, resistance. If the prey is worth the energy, the shark returns. If not, it disappears into the blue, leaving confusion behind. What truly sets the great white shark apart is not its size or power, but its senses. It perceives the ocean in layers humans cannot imagine. Through electroreception, it detects the faint electrical signals produced by living organisms, heartbeats, muscle contractions, even the nervous system firing beneath skin. Darkness does not hide prey from the great white shark. Murky water does not protect it. The shark hunts in a world beyond sight. Smell plays an equally dominant role. A great white shark can detect blood at concentrations so low they border on the theoretical. This ability does not drive it into a frenzy, as popular culture suggests. Instead, it sharpens focus. The shark becomes deliberate, calculating currents, distance, and direction. It does not rush, it waits. The ocean is not an empty space, it is a battlefield of energy conservation. Every movement costs calories. Every hunt carries risk. The great white shark understands this instinctively. It is not reckless. It avoids unnecessary conflict. It chooses isolation over dominance displays. This is why encounters between adult great white sharks are rare and often brief. They do not need to prove anything. Socially, the great white shark exists in a state of controlled solitude. It is not antisocial, it is efficient. When food is abundant, temporary hierarchies form. Size, experience, and confidence dictate access, not violence. Once the opportunity passes, the hierarchy dissolves. There is no memory of dominance, no lingering rivalry. Its habitat spans oceans, but not randomly. Great white sharks follow temperature gradients, prey migrations, and seasonal patterns older than recorded history. Coastal waters, where seals and sea lions gather, become temporary hunting grounds. Open ocean journeys, stretching thousands of kilometers, remain one of the greatest mysteries of marine biology. These migrations suggest navigation abilities humans barely understand, possibly linked to Earth's magnetic fields. Despite its dominance, the great white shark is not invincible. It matures slowly, reproduction is rare, gestation is long, and survival rates for young sharks are low. This makes the species incredibly vulnerable to human interference. Overfishing, bycatch, habitat disruption, and fear-driven extermination campaigns have pushed great white shark populations into decline without most people noticing. Ironically, the greatest threat to the great white shark is not a predator, but a misunderstanding. Decades of sensationalized media have transformed a vital ecological regulator into a symbol of terror. In reality, attacks on humans are statistically insignificant. Humans are not prey. They are mistakes, objects tested and rejected. The great white shark does not hunt humans. It tolerates our presence as anomalies, not targets. And yet, we hunt it relentlessly. As apex predators, great white sharks stabilize marine ecosystems by controlling populations beneath them. Remove the shark, and the system collapses. Prey populations explode, smaller predators vanish, and the balance that took millions of years to establish unravels in decades. The ocean does not need the great white shark to be kind. It needs it to exist. And it has existed far longer than us. The hunt of a great white shark is not an explosion of chaos, but a carefully executed sequence shaped by patience and probability. Contrary to popular belief, the shark does not rely on constant aggression. It relies on timing. Energy is everything in the ocean, and the great white shark wastes none of it. Before any attack occurs, the shark has already analyzed distance, depth, speed, and escape routes, not consciously, but instinctively, through a nervous system perfected by natural selection. Most successful hunts begin from below. Light bends at the ocean's surface, creating silhouettes that confuse prey but reveal opportunity to the predator beneath. The great white shark uses this distortion masterfully. Its dark dorsal surface blends with the deep, while its pale underside merges with the light above. To the prey, the shark is invisible until impact. This is not coincidence, it is camouflage written into biology. When the shark accelerates, it does so with explosive efficiency. Muscles built for short bursts release stored energy, propelling the body upward with shocking force. In seal hunting regions, breaches, those dramatic leaps out of the water, are not displays. They are miscalculations corrected mid-attack. A breach means the shark committed fully, pushing the limits of physics in pursuit of certainty. Yet even with this power, the great white shark fails more often than it succeeds. Many attacks miss. Many bites lead to escape. The shark accepts this. Evolution has taught it that persistence, not perfection, is the key to survival. A failed hunt is not frustration, it is data. After an initial bite, the shark often retreats. This behavior has been misinterpreted as hesitation or mercy. In reality, it is strategy. The shark waits for blood loss, shock, or exhaustion to weaken prey. It understands that injury turns resistance into inevitability. This patience separates apex predators from brute force killers. Communication among great white sharks is subtle, nearly invisible. Body orientation, swimming speed, and eye contact convey dominance without conflict. When two sharks encounter the same food source, they assess each other in seconds. Size matters, but so does confidence. A slightly smaller shark with assertive movement may dominate a larger but uncertain rival. Violence is rare, because injury is expensive. For decades, humans believed great white sharks were solitary nomads without structure. Modern research proves otherwise. Temporary aggregation sites reveal complex social tolerance. Sharks recognize individuals, remember encounters, and adjust behavior accordingly. This memory is not emotional, it is functional. Survival demands efficiency, not attachment. The myths surrounding great white sharks have done more damage than any predator ever could. Cinema portrayed them as relentless man-eaters, driven by bloodlust. Reality shows something far colder and more precise. The shark does not feel rage. It does not seek revenge. It does not enjoy killing. It operates within the boundaries of biology. Human encounters, when they occur, are usually cases of mistaken identity. Surfers resemble seals from below. Murky water increases confusion. A single investigative bite is often all that happens. Tragically, human physiology is not designed to withstand such testing. The shark swims away, unaware of the narrative it has just created. Fear has shaped policy. Policy has shaped slaughter. In many regions, sharks are killed preemptively, labeled threats without trial. Nets and drumlines do not discriminate. They kill indiscriminately, pregnant females, juveniles, non-target species. The ocean absorbs the loss silently. The removal of great white sharks triggers a chain reaction. Without apex predators, mid-level predators increase unchecked. These predators overconsume smaller fish, which destabilizes coral reefs and kelp forests. The system collapses from the top down. This phenomenon, known as trophic cascade, proves one truth: the shark is not a villain, it is a regulator. Despite their fearsome reputation, great white sharks are fragile in one critical way: time. They grow slowly. They reproduce rarely. A female may take over a decade to mature, and produce few offspring in her lifetime. This makes population recovery painfully slow. Humans, by contrast, remove sharks faster than nature can replace them. Climate change adds another layer of pressure. Rising ocean temperatures shift prey distribution, forcing sharks into unfamiliar territories. Pollution affects sensory systems. Plastic fills stomachs not designed to digest it. The ocean is changing faster than evolution can respond. And yet, the great white shark persists. Satellite tracking reveals journeys spanning entire ocean basins. Some individuals travel thousands of kilometers across open water, guided by mechanisms still not fully understood. Magnetic sensitivity, celestial cues, inherited memory, science is still catching up to instinct. There is something profoundly humbling about an animal that has survived mass extinctions, ice ages, and planetary shifts, only to face its greatest threat in the last 2 centuries. The great white shark does not adapt to us. It does not fear us. It simply suffers from us. Conservation efforts are growing. Legal protections, public education, and shifting narratives are beginning to reshape perception. Where fear once dominated, understanding slowly replaces it. Divers now observe great whites without cages. Researchers document behavior rather than demonize it. Progress is slow, but real. The future of the great white shark is tied directly to the future of the ocean. Protect one, and the other stabilizes. Lose one, and imbalance spreads outward, invisible until it is irreversible. The great white shark does not need to be loved. It needs to be allowed to exist. It is not a monster from the deep. It is a survivor, a ruler not by cruelty, but by design. And as long as the oceans breathe, the great white shark remains their silent guardian.